Hey guys, as you can tell, this is not my usual setup. I'm going to start doing some more videos like this because I can get things out a little bit more quickly. And that's one of the things I'm going to be working on in this year is efficiency. If you can kind of tell from the post I made the other day about hardness testing, cardboard cutting, all of those conversations we've been having, K390, et cetera, et cetera. All of those things are kind of taking care of themselves now. You all in the community, you know, hats off to you all, have kind of picked those things up and they're kind of really rolling. So yes, the website I still need to publish it. Honestly, I have no excuses. I just have been working on some other things. Which, speaking of, the reason I keep waving this knife around, if you saw my post earlier today on Instagram, and that's part of the reason why I'm doing these videos this way right now, is it's a lot faster for me to record this on my phone and post it up on Instagram and post it up on YouTube as well. So I had some boxes that I pulled down from the attic. I've really been trying to clean up around here. Gonna move some stuff into storage, gonna hopefully list my house as we move into the spring. And just, like I said, just work on some things like that. So if you see a decrease in content or a decrease in interactions, I feel like you guys have picked up the ball. I feel like you guys are starting to roll. And I've got some other things that I'm working on. So everything is fine. Trust me, I'll still be around. I'll still post. I'll still check in with you guys. But I wanted to do kind of a catch up on or an update on this knife here, which is and you'll have to excuse me if that's not in focus or whatever, but on my K390 Endura, I broke down several boxes from the attic, which was the whole point in me mentioning that. And the edge still has a little bit of bite to it, but it's lost some of that bite. So I kind of wanted to come in here and show you just kind of where we're at. So you can see it's moderately sharp. There's some catches and things down here around the mid portion of the knife where I used it the most. And this is going to be one of those things that will show you why I tend to gravitate towards steels like these. This is a strop with 1 micron Ken Schwartz CBN spray. I'm just going to make a few passes here, and I'm going to kind of talk to you guys about the, I don't think you guys can see it down here, but this right here, this Interflon, my buddy suggested this to me. I'm not going to mention him by name because if it's something that he's using and he doesn't really want out there. He didn't say that the last time I mentioned it and his name, but you know, I'll just make sure to kind of keep things low key. But I have used Interflon on this knife as well. And what I have found is that I have always been, for probably, man, I don't know now. Goodness, probably 8, 9, 10 years. I've been I'm having trouble finding my words today, guys. I'm rusty. I need to get on camera more. A nano oil guy. But I tell you, this Interflon has really surprised me. It gives me, I would almost say, more smoothness. I had to apply it a little bit more. It's a little bit thinner. There aren't different weights of this stuff. But what I have found is that it really gets into all the crevices. And because it is a dry lubricant, which I think you can see on the front of there, because it's a dry lubricant, it doesn't attract as much grit and grime and dirt and dust and things of that nature. So definitely a benefit there. But just wanted to touch on that. Now I'm going to jump straight into this, and you can see the difference just a little bit of stropping made. And I'll be honest with you, I did not hit it at the best angles. And you can still hear a few catches in there, but you can see what a difference just a little bit of stropping made. It made all the difference in the world as far as how much longer you could use this knife. And I'm sure I can already feel it. It's got some of that bite back. And if I really focused a little bit more time, I don't know, again, this is not my usual angle and usual setup, but if I focused a little bit more time on this edge, I could get it back a little bit better than that. Let's try that. Let's see. And it's this side here that's giving me trouble. I'm having a little bit of trouble with that angle on this side, but we'll get it. We will get it. And that kind of brings us back to the freehand sharpening. Just try it. Just start. It'll work out. You'll get it. It doesn't have to be perfect. This is the factory edge. I guess I should have mentioned that earlier on, but this is the factory edge. Let's see, I'm using very light pressure here. Let's see where we're at now. And you can see we've improved even more in just that little bit. So it's not as sharp as it was from the factory, but this is probably sharper, honestly, and no disrespect, than a lot of knives that are sitting out there in some guys' drawers. But I will be putting this knife onto my Veneve resin bonded stones as well to sharpen this knife. So stay tuned for that. More videos to come, more information. I will be around, but like I said, you will probably see a little bit of a decrease in videos and interactions to some extent, but I'll still be here, guys. I appreciate you guys watching. Remember, a lazy man carries a dull knife, and don't be a dumb person with a smartphone.